People sometimes use the word obsessed to mean extreme interest, attention, or devotion. But obsession usually describes an unhealthy imbalance. One person's needs override another's autonomy. That's not a stable, respectful foundation for a relationship. Instead, aim to inspire genuine attraction, curiosity, trust, and emotional connection, feelings that encourage voluntary closeness without coercion. This guide translates sound psychological research into ethical, real-world habits you can practice. Whether you want to improve romantic dating outcomes or deepen a committed partnership, the methods below help you become someone others want to be around, because you're confident, emotionally attuned, and trustworthy. No tricks, no manipulation, just practical psychology and human decency. Part 1, The Foundation, Becoming a Person Worth Wanting. 1. Self-mastery, competence, purpose, and direction. Attraction often begins with competence and purpose. People are naturally drawn to individuals who have direction, skills, and the ability to take care of themselves. Clarify your values and goals. Write down 3 to 5 things you care about most: career, creativity, family, fitness, travel. Create a 90-day plan with small milestones. Build competence through deliberate practice. Learn one marketable skill or hobby and commit 20 minutes daily. Progress is attractive. Keep your life in order: finances, schedule, personal hygiene, sleep. Stability is a core signal of reliability. Daily exercise. Spend 10 minutes each morning updating a daily to-do list that includes one meaningful growth task, e.g., language practice, coding, music. 2. Physical presentation, grooming, style, and health. Physical attraction matters, but it's not just looks, it's how you present yourself and the care you show. Grooming, hair, nails, clean clothes, fresh breath. These are non-negotiables. Style. Choose clothes that fit and suit your life. Aim for a classic, well-fitted look rather than chasing extremes. Health. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep raise energy and confidence. Practical rule: if you're uncertain what to wear, pick the outfit you'd wear to meet someone you respect, not something extreme or sloppy. 3. Emotional maturity, regulation and responsibility. Attraction deepens when someone demonstrates emotional stability and responsibility. Practice emotional regulation. Name your feelings, pause before reacting, breathe. Use a short phrase: I'm noticing I'm upset, I'll take a minute. Take responsibility for your mistakes. Apologize sincerely and briefly, then show corrective action. Avoid blame, passive aggression, and dramatic tests of loyalty. Those erode trust. Small habit: each evening, reflect for 5 minutes on one interaction you handled well and one you can improve. Part 2, Social psychology that builds attraction ethically. 4. The power of authenticity and vulnerability. People are attracted to authenticity because it reduces uncertainty. Vulnerability, when offered appropriately, creates intimacy. Authenticity isn't oversharing, it's congruence between what you say and what you do. Vulnerability should be reciprocal. Share something meaningful, then invite their response. Example: I get nervous trying new things, but I love how growth feels. How about you? Avoid using vulnerability as a manipulation. Don't perform suffering to gain pity. Conversation technique: use the 2-step disclosure. Share a short personal thought, then ask a genuine question that invites the other person to share. 5. Scarcity and challenge, the healthy version. Scarcity and challenge can increase perceived value, but the ethical version is about maintaining boundaries and a full life. Don't be always available. Being engaged in your own life signals you have options and priorities. Practice boundaries. Say no to plans that drain you, protect your time, and keep commitments you make. Use planned unavailability. Have hobbies and social plans that reinforce you and not solely defined by a single relationship. Mindset: I bring value, and so do you. Mutual respect matters more than game playing. 6. Reciprocity and intermittent reinforcement. Reciprocity, mutual giving, is central to bonding. Small, unpredictable positive gestures are especially memorable. Give sincere compliments, favors, and attention on a balanced schedule. Avoid always doing things for the other person without reciprocal investment. Intermittent reinforcement, occasional surprises, makes interactions feel novel and exciting. Keep surprises small and considerate. A thoughtful message, a favorite snack, an unexpected playlist. Example plan: twice a week do something small to brighten the other person's day, and make sure they also have opportunities to reciprocate. 7. Status cues and social proof. Humans use social context as a shortcut for value. Social proof and tasteful status cues matter, but avoid arrogance. Cultivate friendships and connections. Being liked by others signals social value. Show competence and calm in group settings. Listen, contribute, but avoid dominating conversation. Use modest displays. Share interesting experiences, travel, projects, as stories rather than boasting. Tip: in social gatherings, introduce the person you like to others. Doing so tells them they matter and reveals your social value. Part 3. Communication skills that deepen emotional connection. 8. Active listening and mirroring. Good listeners stand out. Active listening signals empathy and builds trust. Use paraphrasing. So what I'm hearing is. Ask open-ended follow-ups. What was that like for you? How did that change things? Mirror tone and posture subtly. This nonverbal mimicry increases rapport, but keep it natural. Exercise. Practice 10 minutes of active listening with a friend. Paraphrase and reflect feelings. 9. Emotional attunement and validation. People don't need all their feelings fixed, they need them understood. Validate feelings. That sounds really frustrating, I can see why you felt that way. Avoid minimizing, it's not a big deal, or immediately problem solving unless asked. Use I statements to describe your own emotions. I feel, when. Script. If they say they're stressed, I'm sorry you're having that. If you want to vent, I'm here. If you want help solving it, we can work through it together. 10. Humor and playful teasing, kind and context sensitive. Humor lightens interactions and creates a shared positive memory, but teasing must be kind. Use self-deprecating humor in small doses to show humility. Gentle teasing can build chemistry if you already have rapport. Avoid sensitive topics. Shared laughter builds bonding through mutual positive affect. Rule of thumb: if in doubt, use inclusive humor, observational, situational, not jokes that single someone out. 11. Storytelling and emotional narrative. Human brains are wired for stories. Stories reveal personality, values, and create emotional resonance. Tell short, vivid stories from your life that highlight values, courage, curiosity, kindness. Use sensory details and show vulnerability. A meaningful story is more memorable than listing facts. Invite them to share similar stories and reflect on the meaning. Structure: 1. Set the scene. 2. State the challenge. 3. Show choice, action. 4. Reveal the lesson or emotion. Part 4. Attraction triggers grounded in psychology. 12. Novelty and arousal transfer. Novel experiences increase dopamine and can intensify attraction. Ethically use shared novelty. Try new activities together: a cooking class, an unusual hike, a museum tour, a dance lesson. Novelty should be fun and consented to. Don't plan extreme or risky experiences as a manipulation. Shared challenges, escape rooms, rock climbing, create teamwork and bonding. Plan. Schedule one new activity a month to keep your connection fresh. 13. The similarity attraction principle and complementarity. People are attracted to those with shared values, interests, and perspectives, while complementary traits can add balance. Identify core values early: family, ambition, spirituality, adventure. Alignments here predict long-term compatibility. Complementarity works when differences are respectful and add growth, not when they create imbalance. Cultivate both similarity, shared rituals, and complementary strengths. You bring different but complementary skills. Question to explore together: what's one thing you'd never do, and one thing you would always do? Discuss the values behind each. 14. Investment and commitment signals. Small investments, time, effort, create perceived value and commitment. Show you care through consistent, reliable acts, remembering details, following through on plans. Avoid overinvesting too early. Reciprocity matters. Mutual investment strengthens attachment. Communicate intent. When appropriate, share your interest explicitly rather than making them guess. Action: if you plan something, confirm and follow through. Reliability beats grand gestures. Part 5. Creating emotional safety and attachment. 15. The secure base: safety, consistency, and predictability. Secure attachment comes from a partner who is responsive, consistent, and emotionally available. Be reliably responsive, respond in reasonable timeframes, and follow up if something interrupts you. Maintain consistency in behavior. Erratic mood swings erode safety. Encourage openness. Create a non-judgmental space for sharing. Practice. Weekly check-ins. How are you feeling about us this week? Make it short, non-accusatory, and solution-oriented. 16. Repair after conflict. The single most important skill. How you handle conflict predicts relationship longevity. Use repair attempts. Apologize, clarify, and use humor to de-escalate. Never stonewall as a long-term strategy. If you need space, set a time to return. I need 20 minutes. Let's come back at X. Focus on the issue, not personality attacks. Use we language. How can we handle this better? Simple method. The 3-step repair. 1. Acknowledge. 2. Apologize if needed. 3. Offer a fix or compromise. 17. Supporting autonomy and interdependence. A healthy relationship balances closeness with individual freedom. Encourage the goals and friendships. Celebrate their wins genuinely. Maintain your own interests. Couples who grow individually also grow together. Negotiate time together versus apart intentionally. Healthy habit. Keep a solo project each, something you pursue independently and share progress on. Part 6. Ethical influence. How to be persuasive without being coercive. 18. Influence through framing and choice architecture. You can invite behavior ethically by adjusting how you present options. Offer two attractive choices rather than yes, no. Would you prefer coffee at 10 or a walk at 11? This nudges toward commitment without pressure. Frame invitations positively. I'd love to show you this gallery, would you join me? Rather than demanding attention. Ethical rule. Always leave room for a genuine no. 19. Using compliments and admiration effectively. Compliments work when specific and sincere. Focus on effort and qualities. You're incredibly thoughtful, rather than appearance only. Avoid manipulative flattery. Be specific, brief, and honest. Compliment formula. Observation plus impact equals compliment. You remembered that song, it made my day. 20. Persuasion through modeling. Show, don't tell. Demonstrate desired behavior instead of lecturing. Want more vulnerability? Offer it first. Want better communication? Model it in your responses. People often mirror behavior. Your consistent example sets a tone. Takeaway: be the person you want to attract. Part 7. Practical routines and scripts. 21. First impressions, approach, openness, and the first date. First impressions matter, but authenticity and curiosity beat canned lines. Opener: simple, contextually relevant comment plus question. This exhibit is wild. Have you seen anything like it? On a first date, balance talking and listening. Aim for 60% listening, 40% sharing. End with a clear next step if interested. I had a great time. I'd love to do something similar. Are you free Sunday? First date checklist, groomed plus punctual, 2 engaging questions prepared, a light personal story, an explicit next step if interest exists. 22. Mid-relationship rituals to increase closeness. Create small rituals that foster safety and connection. Daily ritual, morning message or a brief check-in. Weekly ritual, a date night or shared hobby evening. Quarterly ritual, plan one novel shared experience or mini trip. Ritual idea, Sunday share, each says one thing they're grateful for and one thing they want help with. 23. Scripts for vulnerable conversations. When you need to be direct, use clarity and softness. Start: I want to share something because I care about us. Express: I feel emotion when behavior because reason. Request: I'd like specific change, would you be open to trying that with me? Example: I feel disconnected when we don't plan time together. Would you be open to blocking one evening a week for us? Part 8. Long-term maintenance, keeping connection alive. 24. Novelty cycles and relationship enrichment. Long-term relationships benefit from continued novelty and growth. Keep learning together, try a class, read the same book, set shared challenges. Celebrate milestones, small celebrations reinforce shared meaning. Revisit early memories and continue to create new ones. Exercise: make a relationship bucket list, and pick one item monthly. 25. Emotional checkups and resetting expectations. People change. Periodic checkups keep the partnership aligned. Yearly or biannual relationship checkups discuss values, goals, parenting views, finances. Use a neutral tone, curiosity not accusation. Take notes and set shared next steps. Check-up prompt, what's one thing you'd like more of in this next season together? 26. Cultivating gratitude and admiration. Sustained attraction is about appreciation. Practice noticing what the other person does and express thanks often. Keep a gratitude jar or messages. Every week drop a note about something you appreciated. Habit, tell them one specific thing you admired about them each day. Part 9, Red Flags, when to step back. 27. Avoiding manipulative behaviors from both sides. Know the boundary between influence and coercion. Red flags in yourself, persistent jealousy, attempts to control, lying, guilt induction. Red flags in others, gaslighting, isolation attempts, relentless pressure. If you notice coercive behavior, seek support, set boundaries, and consider ending the relationship. If pressured, pause, state your boundary clearly, and if needed, exit the situation. 28. When chemistry isn't enough, compatibility matters. Attraction alone doesn't sustain a partnership if core values clash. Test core areas: finances, family, children, religion, life. Direction. Compatibility conversations are practical, not romantic, but crucial. Rule: invest where both people are willing to match effort and vision. Part 10, Ethical mindset, attraction as invitation, not conquest. 29. Consent and respect as non-negotiables. Every connection must be consensual. Desire is voluntary. Ask for consent explicitly for physical intimacy and respect, no, without pressuring. Recognize that someone's feelings can change. Continual consent matters.